Power play, left side, Charles off tackle, he's at the 20, he's at the 30, turns that speed loose, he's at the 50, Harper chasing, they're not going to catch him, it's going to be touchdown, Kansas City, in one of the longest runs in Kansas City Chiefs history.
That was part of a career day for Jamal Charles, the last time the Chiefs played in the Superdome. Would love a few more big plays on Sunday. Hey, everyone, and welcome into our game preview this week. We have an awesome show lined up for you. Dan Orlovsky of ESPN joined us to talk Chiefs and Saints. Now, for some context, we recorded this earlier in the week before it became official. Drew Brees would be the starter on Sunday. He will be the man at quarterback for New Orleans in this one. Now, with that in mind, let's get Dan's thoughts on the matchup. Hey, everybody, and welcome into our game preview this week presented by Crown Royal. My name is Matt McMullen, and this week we're joined by Dan Orlovsky of ESPN. He's going to help us break down Chiefs and Saints. Very busy guy, making some time for us during his commute here. Dan, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? How are you? Good to be with you.
I'm good. Really appreciate your time here today. And this should be a great matchup, Dan. Two of the best teams in football. Lots of storylines in this one. But the first thing I want to ask you about is the Saints quarterback situation. We don't know who it will be. It could be Drew Brees returning from injury. It could be Taysom Hill. So I want to ask you about both of these guys. How does the Saints offense change when Drew Brees and Taysom Hill are each in there? And conversely, how does that affect how the Chiefs will play defense on Sunday?
Yeah, I'd say, first of all, this offense for New Orleans is always based upon efficiency and rhythm. You know, and that's something that Drew does as good as maybe any quarterback ever, is he's so efficient with the football, and he allows the offense to play in such a rhythm, you know, and it's not a big play offense. It's really an offense built upon getting the ball out of Drew's hands to players in space or finding that matchup. The ball's placed exactly where it needs to, and then it's run after the catch. Certainly, they try to get some play-action chunks. It's been a little bit less this year with Drew just because the slow start, and I don't think his arm can push the ball downfield a ton right now. And then obviously a dynamic screen game, and so that's something that they've been missing a little bit ever since Drew left out. Because while Taysom has added maybe a little bit more explosion with his arm strength, the efficiency and that rhythm has been missing. He had 4 plays last week where they're easy completions. It's first down. We just want to get 6 or 7 yards here, and they're misses. He's not good enough to play 2nd and 10, 3rd and 8 football against a good defense, And so that's kind of the difference between the style of those two guys. I don't think Kansas City will differ that much to what they do. I would not play Drew Brees against Kansas City if I was the Saints. I get a lot of worry because the Chiefs' defense is a high-pressure defense. I mean, they're going to bring zero blitz 5 times a game. And zero blitz is about, can you take the hit? And it's not for me, can Drew operate and make the throws? It's like, man, are his ribs healthy enough to take that shot that I think is going to come against zero?
Whoever is in there at quarterback will have Alvin Kamara. Certainly helps having that guy. Leads the Saints in rushing yards and receiving yards this season. Ultimate chess piece for that Saints offense. Now, looking at the Saints defense, one of the best defenses in all of football. Number 4 scoring defense this year. Number 2 overall defense in terms of yards. Really playmakers at every level for that group. What impresses you about the Saints defense? And looking at the Chiefs offense, one of the best offenses in football. I saw you tweeted out the other day, you think Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce are the best wide receiver tight end combo in NFL history. What are you expecting from this Chiefs offense against the Saints defense on Sunday?
Yeah, I think Kelce's the best player in football this year that doesn't play quarterback. And I think Hill and Kelce are certainly up into the conversation. I would not pay attention to the Saints defense of last week. That would be my first thing, because I don't think they went to Philadelphia with their mind right, and also obviously playing against the quarterback that they didn't know exactly what the plan was going to be. I think 2 things stand out about the Saints defense that's really good. 1, their front is very good and very athletic. And then 2, they make throws difficult. They've been playing a lot of really good man coverage, but then when they play their zone coverage, it's a zone match where it just feels like man coverage to a quarterback. And so they make you make consistently difficult throws. If you go back to the beginning part of the season, there's so many blown coverages. You're like, man, guys are wide open. That hasn't been the case here recently. They've minimized those mishaps or blown coverages, and they're playing good team defense. They know where their help is, where their help isn't, and just they're making those contested throws or contested catches in their match coverage. And so it's going to be a challenge for Patrick and that offense. to figure out where's the matchup, who's the matchup, and then that matchup has to win.
Should be interesting. The Saints defense has allowed the second fewest plays of 10 or more yards in the NFL this season, while the Chiefs offense has the most plays of 10 or more yards in the NFL this year. So it should be a great best-on-best matchup. Something has to give on Sunday. All right, Dan, prediction time. Who wins the game on Sunday? What's the final score?
Yeah, the Chiefs will win the game. What's the final score? I could see something like 27-17, 27-14, and I still believe that the Chiefs, when they turn it on, and I think they'll be turned on for this game, they know it's a national television game against a really good team. When they turn it on, they're as good as anything I've ever seen in sports. So I think they can score high 20s.
Love the side of that. He is Dan Orlovsky. Catch him on NFL Live weekdays on ESPN. Also give him a follow at Dan Orlovsky 7 on Twitter. Dan, awesome stuff. Really appreciate your time, man.
My pleasure. Thanks, bud.